Hi, hi, hi. Does butter count as hydration? Probably not. That's probably oil. Hi, everybody. Hi. Everybody's here, like, right away. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being here. Hi, Smiley. Hi, Sen. Hi, Lynn. Hi, Doji. Hi, Ankita. Hi, Dot. Hi, Liz. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Lockster. Hi, Orion. Hi, Ragad. Hi, Sunflower. Hi, Willie. There's so many people here. Thank you, thank you. No. Sen says no. Oh, that's unfortunate. Selma, of course, welcome in. If you ask a question with "my question is" in chat, the bot should grab you and put you in line. It's so good to see everybody. Hello, hello. Hi, UI. Hi, Queen. Thanks, UI. You're always making me feel good. How's everybody doing? Happy Wednesday. Right? Yeah, it's Wednesday. I forgot. And we've already got how many people? 10? Oh my god. Okay, well, we already have 10 people in line, so get on it, question mark. If you want to get in line, you're gonna have to get in line soon. There's already 10. Once we hit 30, questions are $1 whole over on Ko-fi. Instant noodles, that sounds really good. I guess instant noodles would be hydration. Happy hump day, we're almost to Friday. Yes, yes, it's Wednesday, my dudes. Ah! Yes, if you're over on YouTube, which 99% of you are, please hit that like button. It really does help. Make sure you're subbed, make sure you're subscribed, followed, whatever the words are. Hi, Ankita. Hello, hello. We're screaming about Wednesday. So, let's see. Hi, Pudgy Bean. Welcome, welcome. Peak Bunny. Ducklister, welcome in. Yeah, we are being a little bit strange. That's all right. I like it. I like strange. If you can't tell, being a haunted doll on the internet, I like strange things. Which, like, I haven't asked this question to chat in a really long time. But do y'all have any, like, haunted objects at home? Or, like, things with... Yeah, I guess just haunted would be the word. Y'all have any haunted dolls? Some people collect haunted dolls. I think that's cool. Okay. Already 11 into queue. Let's go ahead and just get started. You just, for real? Pudgy, you just brought a, tell me about the haunted doll. I want to know about the haunted doll. Tell me about the haunted doll. First question is, Ragan. I have dolls that look haunted. Does that count? Yeah, tell me about them anyway. They might actually be haunted. Ragan asks, what is the current energy between me and Yahia, a liberal? A liberal? A Libra. Are his intentions toward me purely professional, or is there a romantic interest? Let's see what we can get. My you look haunted. Yes, also I am collecting ghost stories, supernatural stories. Please email them over to ladylapminetarot@gmail.com. If you would like me to read them out on video, I very, very, very much want to do that. They're in my room right now. Tell me about them. And let's learn about this energy between Ragan and Yahia. We get one more card for this one. Oh. That's a bit more than one. Yes, Pudgy, I would love to do that. Can anyone confirm if the Small World dolls at Disneyland are haunted? Ooh, spooky. 4 of coins reversed. Judgment, High Priestess. Is the list full? No, it's not. We still have 19 more places. I had to do math in my head. So for Ragad, this energy is kind of... It's interesting. It's like 4 of coins is about stability. So I don't think that this is entirely professional. There's a lot of respect here. I don't see any like romance or anything here. Just very much looking up to you. Very much putting you on a pedestal. Thinking you're very cool, thinking you're very respectful or respectable. But I worry about this 4 of coins reversed because perhaps that means things are shifting. Dolls Party, welcome in. So Halini, just try one more time. The bot gets a little bit anxious when you ask your question before saying hello. I've tried to teach her it's all right. Selma, let me check and make sure. Nah. I have to get my keyboard. You have a ticket. You have to ask your question with "my question is," and then you'll be able to get into line. So try asking your question one more time, Selma. So there's a lot of reverence. Reverence is a really good word for this one, Ragad. But the sands are shifting. And I'm not sure in what direction. Ankita, sorry, the bot. Hi, Lisa, welcome in. Does he feel like for me or not? There's nothing here saying something is off about this relationship. I think if you want to try, nothing is stopping you. But there's also, I didn't see any kind of like romance or anything in there. Dolls Party asks, can the question be broad? Example, advice I need to hear right now. Yes, it can absolutely be broad like that. Okay, let's pull up our next one. A girl with Peony, that's such a cute name. NYC, hello. So Ankita is next. What is coming towards me in love? I am so much Oh no, bad, heartbroken. Like the stream. Thank you so much. Let's see what we can do for you. What is coming towards Anita in love? There we go, Selma. Thank you. Oh, okay. That's not right. That was an echo. Let's try that one more time. What is coming towards Ankita in love? And if I missed any of your wonderful haunted doll stories in chat, I'm very sorry. If you don't mind me reading them out loud in a video, please send them to my email. Okay. So we have 7 of Swords reversed, 6 of Cups, and Magician reversed. These two make a lot of sense. Together, it feels like you need to be focusing on your inner child, focusing on yourself primarily, feeling like you are comfortable and safe with yourself, with being single. That's not to say you'll be single forever. I just mean I want you to be comfortable while it's happening. And something is definitely going on with your inner child there. So I would really recommend working, if you can pull up some exercises, some meditations about inner child work, very, very much advise you to do that. 7 of Swords reversed, I think. Someone might kind of come up out of nowhere. Someone you already know that you didn't expect to be into you, or you didn't expect to be into them, right? Maybe you think of them as 100% just a friend, and they confess to you, or be, oof, everything has fallen apart. There are surprises coming. There are surprises coming, and they are not, it's not more bad things. Things are going to get better in surprising ways. What that means is specific to you. I couldn't say what that is. But it definitely has to do with old friends, family, your inner child. But the love that is coming for you, since that's specifically what you asked, the love that is coming is going to be for yourself. You are going to feel more comfortable soon. And I also think you might get a surprise from an old friend confessing love to you. It's like riding a wave. Yeah, it's so hard. Thank you for being so open about it. That's very vulnerable. And I only wish you good things. It will be much better soon. Misa Rin, welcome in. Hi Shay, welcome in. Hi, not your blood type. Hello, hello everyone. Let's all send big hugs to Ankita. I'm going to pull up our next question. It's Dot. It's Dot's turn. What are my spirit guides trying to tell me? You know I love questions like this. You know, I always thought when I would be doing this, I would have a candle going. Like I have it here. I was about to say turn it on. I never light it because I'm always afraid that the cards are gonna fly into it and catch fire. But I always feel like I'm not witchy enough because the candle's not going. I guess that's a not witchy enough, I think is a really common worry in this space. I try to share so they actually don't end up being a quitter. You're not. You're stronger than that. And we're here for you and we believe in you. Oh, not your blood type. We'll see how it goes. Don't worry about it too bad. Question for Dot was, what are my spirit guides trying to tell me? Seven of Wands, the Wheel, and Queen of Pentacles. If you've been really struggling with a certain topic, or even like a certain person, that's going to come to an end. That struggle is going to come to an end soon, and instead, like, the struggle will become worth it. So you will come to an agreement and like be able to make something together, or like learn something quite large and beneficial for you, or the fight that you've been doing you'll win and you'll be able to see the fruits of it. I don't know if this is like a legal fight, a social fight, an interpersonal fight, an internal fight, whatever it is. You know what this struggle is. You know what this struggle is, and it's going to turn in your favor. It's going to end, and you will reap the rewards from it. I've been so tired lately. Oh. Meeting did not go well. Ooh, Misa Rin, I'm sorry. Yeah, I do really like incense, and it is neat. I have two incense burners here. I've got a cone one, which I love. I'm gonna show it off real quick. I love this thing. It's so gorgeous. It comes off like a little church. It's so pretty. It used to be an electric lamp. There's like a little light bulb in here. It's wild. I love this thing. And then I have a stick incense burner that I'm also obsessed with that looks like a whole heckin' chimney. But yeah, I've been having some asthma fits lately, and I'm a little bit worried to start that up. Isn't it so cool? The chimney one I found at an art fair, and then the other one I found at an antique fair. I'm so happy about them. Willie, what do my spirit guides say about the man I'm crushing on? That's a cute question. I like that. Haunted Bunny has good taste, thanks. Yeah, maybe we can hit the goal for tips. We kind of found out that all of our shoes have holes in them, like all at the same time. And so it was just like, oh, oops. Isn't it so sweet? And it was like all this guy made was just these incense burners, and they were all so cute. That's Echo. Can we get one more for Willie, please? Interesting. New environment after the move. The doctor has said that the fall time here, which is what season we're currently in, is like especially bad for people with asthma. And so we just hit winter time. So hopefully it'll calm down here soon. I did the same thing last year. So we have Empress, Chariot reversed, and Tower reversed. So unfortunately, Willie, I really don't think that your guides like this guy. This is like, do not pass go, do not collect $100, don't touch him, right? You're better than this, you're bigger than this, you can do better. Do they know everything? Are they your mom? They're not your real mom. You can do whatever you want, but that they have an opinion. They absolutely have an opinion about this. The winter here triggers my migraines from people burning wood to stay warm. Yeah, thankfully or not thankfully, I don't know. My migraines are usually triggered by like storms coming in or pressure changes. And the wood burning triggers my asthma. They move, popping in to say hi. Thank you, thank you. Ah, okay. I understand now, blood type. Lockster's turn. There's been a new development. Job has opened. An anonymous survey about the CFO. I'm considering using it to be honest about his recent policies have lowered morale and want to quit. Listen, okay. Short and sweet. Yeah, Willie, I'm sorry to give you that. My wife keeps telling me to have an inhaler. They're so expensive though. Yeah, they're not cheap. I got one that's the emergency inhaler, but then I also got prescribed one that was for like taking daily to prevent the asthma, and it works really, really well. So perhaps investing in that could be better than just an albuterol inhaler. I don't know. You'd have to ask your doctor. So Lockster, should we fill out the anonymous survey? I'm wondering if giving that little food could actually lead to improvements in the work enough that I'd want to stay. So far, the cards are just saying you're having an extremely terrible time at work, which we already knew. Knave of Cups. I also have a daily one and one for emergency, two portable. Yeah, that makes sense. I get one more card about the survey on the floor. Hi, Green, welcome in. Knave of Cups and the Magician. Yes, you should fill out the survey. I think you're going to get even more nervous about like retaliation. Is it actually anonymous? Like that kind of stuff. You should, however, fill it out. You're ready for this. It needs said. Communication has to happen, right? I don't think that inhalers past the date I don't think inhalers expire, but like, I'm not a doctor. And also I don't I don't listen very well to the doctors that give me inhalers. Yeah, absolutely. If we're all gonna have one giant spell on one particular night, we're gonna schedule it, and we're all gonna wish for inhalers and EpiPens to become free, and then together our magic will work. They do, I think? Okay. So, yes, definitely fill out the questionnaire, even if it's scary, because it needs to be said, very much so. Insulin too, yes, we can't forget about insulin. Meds that keep people alive, yes. Unfortunately, they do. Really? Okay, so my asthma doctor can be even more mad at me than he was. Cool. I don't know, I've always ignored the dates on the inhalers. Lisa's question was, will me saying mantras to myself help manifest things for me? The medicine can still work, but they're less effective the older they get. Okay. So they still kind of work, but they get worse and worse. That makes sense. So expensive, I'd ignore the expiration date too. Yeah. When we first got to this country, we had to like obviously go get a new doctor, go get like all of our stuff redone, bring in all of our old prescriptions and have them rewrite them, stuff like that. And so we gave them this big folder that we had made of all of our medical information. They were very proud of us for having done that. I was like, I thought that would be a normal thing to do. And filled out all of our prescriptions and then handed them over. And they were like, by the way, you're not going to fill all these at once, right? And I was like, why wouldn't I? Like, I didn't bring any of my medicine, or I like used all my medicine. That's why I'm here. Why wouldn't I? And they're like, it's gonna be really, really expensive. And I'm like, oh yeah, well, as an American, I can tell you it's not as expensive as you think it is. Like, sure, yes, it was expensive, but so talking about mantras, we have 8 of Swords, 6 of Pentacles reversed, 7 of Cups reversed, Strength reversed, 8 of Swords, mantras? They want you to think of something more out of the box. Yes, go refill your meds, Dolly. They're asking you to think of something a little bit different, a little bit to the left. It's not that mantras are a bad idea, but there is a much better one just around the corner. And they're challenging you to go find it. Something more tangible, something more physical, like honestly the first thing that came to my head was like the way people use rosaries, which I guess is basically a mantra, right? And I'm pretty sure that there's other rosary-like practices that work with mantras, right? Something tangible. A worry stone? Something you can touch. Lisa, thank you, thank you! That makes sense? Yeah, okay, good. I'm glad. Like, it's just to the corner. It's just to the left of a mantra. And they're asking you to try and find something else. So something rosary adjacent or something tangible. I wanted to get prayer beads, but it left my mind months ago. Yeah. And you can, Lisa did tip the magic number and it didn't go off. Why didn't it go off? Yes, we do want to bump her up in line. Let me cycle through this real quick. Ta-da! That's 1 and 2. I don't know why it's not doing what it's supposed to. Hi, let me sit down. Nice. And then, yes, we will bump her up in chat. Lockster, thank you, thank you. No bumping needed, are you sure? Murray Stone, I also recommend, like, you don't need to buy any kind of prayer beads. You can also just make some out of, like, old jewelry or anything. Like, you can make your own and make it very personal and make it very magic to you. They changed the date so my rehab coordinator couldn't attend. And they told me that I need to work more than I do. And I need to find a new workplace. What the heck? That's yeah, that is the worst thing you could have done. That's awful. Lockster, I'm wondering if giving that level of feedback could actually lead to improvements in the work environment enough that I'd want to stay and do pendulum readings on the side. Yeah, let's see what we can do here. The Knight of Cups. Just real quick, gonna do Lockster's paid question. Basing your spiritual practices on your birth chart? Please explain that some more, Willie. I'm really interested. Can we get 2 more cards for Lockster, please? Oh! Lockster, yes! Yeah, you have a Knight of Cups, Tower reversed, King of Pentacles, 8 of Wands. Yes, it would lead to drastic improvements very quickly. 8 of Wands. King of Pentacles. I think this is more you, Knight of Cups. King, are you transforming into King of Pentacles? Or is this just like the environment itself, your work environment becoming King of Pentacles, which is ideal, right? So thank you for paying for a follow-up question, and I'm really hoping to see what comes out of you putting in that survey. Okay, did I hit next already? Who are we on? We're on Lisa. Okay, so no, we're good. You're so welcome, Lockster. Orion, will my, and I have not looked up how to pronounce this, but Pleiadian connection, potentially meet up with me soon. I thought I saw them drive about recently. So I'm going to ask the cards about like paths and strings, and if there is a cross in your path soon, if there is a knot in your string soon. Will you meet soon? Okay, well, Six of Swords is about physical movement. Knight of Wands. Also a card about movement. You can see that fox is going places. Can we get one more for Orion? Thank you. Moon reversed. Orion, this feels like a yes, but I'm gonna sit down a little better. But he's not going to be how you expected. So yes, very soon, especially if you are taking initiative to go to places where you think people you would like would be. What does that mean? So like if you can find clubs or groups for things that you're interested in your city and like show up to them. If you find a coffee shop that you really vibe with, like hang out in it. If you're taking initiative to go physically go to places and try to meet new people to find this person, yeah, I think it's going to happen pretty quickly, but he's not going to be the way you think he is. There's something very different between what's in your head and how he actually is. That doesn't mean it's a bad thing. It just means you'll be surprised. Lucy Lou, welcome in. If you hadn't seen with the help of tarot that was going to go bad, I think I would have taken it much harder. I still feel like I lost, like I'm never going to be free. Yeah. I'm glad I could help like that, but I'm also like really frustrated for you, and I really wish we could figure something out. Maybe I can help you be a VTuber. Maybe we can figure something out like that. Maybe I can help you be a VTuber. Help luck with this life in general. A big adventure, even within yourself. Yes. So I had my chart read. I did my own day, looked into my Chiron first house and stelliums. Yeah, I'm really interested in like what. Hi, new beans. Hello. I think I missed it in chat what like doing practice based on your birth chart looks like. Lynn said something like they also did it, and that surprised me. I did not know that. You're welcome, Orion. You're welcome. Riz, hello. Yeah, it's probably Rise. Rise Dream Mart. I don't know why. Riz! It's because you got that, Riz. So we got Liz. Your question was, can get an energy check between me and A. I had a feeling he may have changed due to earth conditions. That makes sense. New beans. We're doing okay. We're having a good stream. We've almost filled up on free questions, and we've almost filled up our donation bar so that I can go get some new shoes. Yes, they all got holes in them all at the same time. Did it surprise you? Yes, you do know. Oh, yeah. Okay, no, like that makes sense. Like chart ruler, deity kind of stuff. Theirs is not pronounced like right. Okay. I doubt it's pronounced Riz either. So we want to vibe check with Lisa. It rizzed me up before we became right. Yes. You got that Riz. Vibe check for Lisa, please. Ah, so it's early morning for you, new beans. Hi, Liz. Two of Pentacles and Temperance. So Knave of Wands reversed, Two of Pentacles, Temperance, and the question was specifically a vibe check for the upcoming months between me and A. PB, welcome in. Not too bad. Having both Temperance and Two of Pentacles, which are both cards about like juggling and flowing and movement that is coordinated, continuous, and almost not easy, but it flows. So it sounds like it'll be an easy kind of vibe. Having Knave of Wands here though, I worry that it will become easier to be with them, easier to talk with them. It will flow nicely. It'll feel better. But if there's any kind of problem that's currently going on, it's more like it wasn't solved. It was like brushed under the rug, and you both kind of unspoken decided to just ignore it. I don't really know his feelings for me. Interesting. If that's the case, and the problem is that you don't know each other yet, or don't know each other well enough, I think it will be very easy in the next few months to get to know this person, to get to know what they like. You'll become friends, but with Knave of Wands reversed, I don't think you're going to find out his feelings for you, but you are going to find out more about him. You're going to get closer. You're going to communicate easier. You're going to become friends. Which is not a bad reading. Right now we're both trying to be normal. Yeah. That checks. Interacting will be easy. It will flow. There won't be any new problems, but I don't think that the old problems will get resolved. Unfortunately. Oh no! Lightning bug, thank you! Thank you for the head pat. Sunflower. What can I expect next week? How we used to be friendly before our argument. Yes, Liz. Yes, exactly like that. Bug need to jump after Sunflower? Yes. We will do that. Can I get 2 more for Sunflower? Do I have a favorite number? Yes, I do, but it's a secret. Oh no, the head pat's going on forever. Eventually I'll get that fixed. Of course, Liz. I'm wondering if we need a testimonial page on the Discord somewhere to share confirmations after getting a reading. Or like reviews? I don't think Ko-fi lets people give reviews, and I've already had people asking if they can. Oh, is that an echo or is that supposed to be there? No, it's not. Oh. Two of Swords reversed, Lovers, 8 of Wands, Empress. Sunflower. You're going to be busy this week, but like girl boss busy. And as long as you can take on the responsibility of like being that girl boss, of like making decisions confidently, of delegating when you need to, of being sure of yourself and not doubting yourself, this is going to be a productive week where you feel like $1,000,000, Empress, and you just get stuff done. A post on YouTube, you could comment under a review. Maybe, yeah. Mods have a list of the whole queue. Let's pull up 12 and 5. Those are good numbers. Oh wait, no, we were pulling up Bug next. So no bad energy, no. Oh, no, definitely not bad energy, Sunflower. Okay, so we're gonna do Bug and then Smiley. So I have to down in queue, just real quick, mess with the bot. Oh, we've got a pronunciation guide. I'm excited to read that. Okay. Yeah, it's a long queue, new beans. So, yes, thank you for saving Smiley's question. And we are going to do Bug real quick and then Smiley. So we've got, will I make it through this school year or will I have to repeat? Couldn't see question in queue. Let me check for you in just a second, Misorin. Okay. 2 knights. And then 1 on the floor. 2 knights and justice. Knight of Wands, Knight of Cups reversed. Justice. Yes, a $1 tip does in fact let you skip line. That's what Bug is currently doing. I'm gonna pull one more card because the cards are being a bit sassy for Lightning Bug. It's definitely reading as like, well, if you put in the effort to graduate, then you'll graduate, and if you don't put in the effort, you won't, right? And I'm like, that's not the question, though. Very much. Are the scales tipped in your... Did you put enough on the scales? I don't know. That's what I'm asking. That's what I'm asking you. And it seems like it. Because Knight of Wands is upright and Knight of Cups is reversed. So to me, that's you put in more work than play. But I'll get one more card for... Ooh, oh my gosh. Confirmation. One more card for confirmation. Yeah, Misarin, if you could type in like, my question is, and then like what will happen for the situation to be over, and check if the bot yells at you that you're already in queue, then we would know. And then I'll be able to check in just a second. Can I get, thank you. 3 of Wands reversed. They're probably annoyed because I know they already know. It could definitely be that, because again, we got the same kind of message of like, well, did you study enough? Dude, that's what I'm asking you. So if you think that you've studied enough, then you have, okay? I would tell you to study more anyway. But if you think you know the answer, then that is the answer, because they're definitely pushing it back onto you. They're like, well, did you? Like, guys, they paid for a question. Okay, and then let me check Army Serene in the queue. I don't see you in queue. No, I don't see you, so definitely snag that place and get in there. There we go. Oh, but I missed some classes. I think you'll be okay. I think you'll be okay. So we're back onto Smiley. Can I get an insight on my career for June? I think that it's okay, Northern Lightning Bug. Do what you can now, and it'll be okay. The cat gets sassy if you know the answers. They do. They absolutely do. This is a weird card for career. Can we get the rest of the story for Smiley? Three of Swords, 10 of Wands reversed, Judgment and Strength. Jake, welcome in! Good evening! It's really good to see you. Smiley, it feels like you're going to get extremely overwhelmed by something. I don't think this is burnout. I think that this is simply being given more work than you can physically do, and it will cause like a breakdown where you just have to kind of stop and say no and be forceful about it, because otherwise you'll break. After that, good time zone is a fantastic. I love that so much. Oh, thank you, Misorian. Is this your reading? Yes, it is, Smiley. After this kind of forceful break that you have, you're going to need like a mentor, a teacher, someone to be on your side. And things will in fact get better as long as you continue to speak up for yourself. This is the kind of through line of this, is you need, capital N, need to be speaking up for yourself. If you need something, say something. If you can't do something, say something. If you need help, say something. And if you are currently job hunting, then this little breakdown is also totally valid. But you will be finding someone who can help you. This feels like Three of Swords is heartbreak. Yes, yes. Coupled here with Ten of Wands reversed feels like a I can't do this anymore, right? I can't do this. No, like yelling, right? Dropping everything and just kind of breaking down. But once you're done with that, it will get better from there. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, well, there's no card for like B minus. Ah! All 30 questions have been followed by which cards? It was 10 of Wands reversed, Judgment, and Strength. Hola, hola. You're very welcome, Smiley. I thought you were playing game. No, it's okay. Do I have it set to a game? I hope not. No, I'm okay. I am set to tarot. Whew. Okay, so we have... Did I hit next? I did, but I have to fix it. So we got to turn on next and Q again. And then I can hit next. I mean, I guess you could consider this a card game. UI asked, what can I expect? Communication? Just saw an owl. Okay. Didn't you say last time that you've been seeing a lot of owls? Can I expect communication from my person in May? Embroidering. If I'm not here, can I give my question quota to someone else? I think so. I don't have it set up that way, but are you sure you don't want to just come back later and watch it? I don't have VOD set up, but it'll be on YouTube. Okay. Can I expect communication from this person in May? I am. Owls. I'm seeing a lot of them these days. She remembers. Yeah. I mean, like, seeing a bunch of owls, that's a really cool thing to... It's not something I'm gonna forget right away. So we have 3 of Cups reversed, Knave of Pentacles reversed, and Temperance. Of course, of course. This feels like a yes, you will hear from them, but it's not what you want to hear, right? It feels like, yes, communication will flow with Temperance, but it's like bad news. 3 of Cups reversed. And then Knave of Pentacles, like they're asking for money or they need help. Like you're like, that's not why I wanted to hear from you. When you try and purchase them, they're often under the games category. Yeah, it's true. In like stores and stuff. When I was a kid, my aunt would take me out once a year to, I think, just like buy me a new set of clothes for the school year. It's like early September or whatever, that kind of time. And we were in the mall in the game section and she was like, I want to buy you a game. I'm like, okay, can I buy this one? And I picked out a Ouija board. I was like, I want this one. And she's like, I don't know about that. I think I need to call your parents first. So she calls my parents and she's like, is she allowed to have a Ouija board? And my parents were like, no, she's like 10. Let's not do that. One of my first questions today is a follow-up question from Monday. That should be fine. Signs are always there. Yeah. So we got Pudgy Bean. What is my haunted dolls? Their name's Cult Personality. I love this. $1. It's your first question for the day, so it's 1. Can we learn about Cult's personality? Maybe the personality of Cult instead of a cult personality? Wanting to move to Norway, man, same. I also want to move to Norway. Ooh, okay. Can we get one more about Cult? Ah, that's a good tip, blood type. Wheel. No, wheel's wrong. Try again. Try again, it says. Try again about the whole thing? I get one more card. English spelling sucks. Absolutely atrocious. Here we go. Knight of Swords. Peculiar, hello, welcome in. Yes. Yeah, I'm getting special treatment. I'm getting love and joy, and everyone's following me. Everybody loves me. Everybody loves me. Okay. What are we doing for cult's personality? This feels like I always go on and on about how the star card is like the magical girl card. And here we have a Knight of Swords and then 5 of Wands reversed, which is like fighting with people. So this really feels like cult is ready to throw hands. Absolutely, like drop of a hat, ready to enact hands and perhaps even violence if someone does something cruel or bad or rude, or they're very protective. Like they have this heart of gold in the middle, but it's like I'm ready. Literally throw hands for negative energy. Yeah, exactly. Like I got the image of I've been watching Precure Star Detective. I know, I'm sorry. And I literally got the image of like one of the girls like punching. Ugh, big punch the monster. So absolutely that girl. What do you mean I'm that girl? Precure, yay. Yeah, I the new one has it, she's tarot themed. The newest Precure, she's tarot themed. So I had to watch. And so I put it on with Spanish subtitles because it's a baby show for babies, and I can mostly follow it. So it's good reading practice. There's no Spanish audio, but it's good reading practice. I don't think I'm that girl. I mean, everybody does love me. Everybody does subscribe. But I don't know about being that girl. Haliani. Is Farah going to travel to my country to visit me? So if you are still here, Haliani, I'm going to tweak your question just a little bit, since we can do a like, will our paths cross? But it's not necessarily going to be about Fair's actions. It'll be for like both of you, so perhaps you're the one that will move or visit, right? So we're gonna do, will your paths cross? Will your strings not? If you love that girl, you gotta like and subscribe. It's the rules. Thank you, Lynn. The Lovers, 7 of Pentacles reversed, Hanged Man reversed. Heliani, this feels like a big yes. Lovers is about choices, but here I do see it as like you have the ability, you have the option to cross paths. Like the way will become clear for you. Nothing will be obstructing you, you will have a good, easy way to make this happen. You still have to choose to make it happen, but you can do it. Seven of Pentacles reversed, though. Make sure that you are actively trying. Don't expect the universe to hand this to you. It will help you. It will make things fall into place. It will open these doors for you, but it will not open every single one. You do need to be opening the ones you can open. And then the ones you can't, it will open for you. Does that make sense? So make sure that you put in some effort to making the path clear, and the universe will do the rest for you. Okay? Yes. Big yes, you will meet. Yeah. I get hot really fast. Selma, yeah, you're up next. Bosses at global and regional, since I am not convenient. You're welcome! You're welcome, welcome, welcome! Bosses on global and regional, since I am not convenient. Be honest, I don't think I understand what this is asking. Yeah, I always thought that was so cool that they like are almost close enough to be accents, but they are actually different languages, but you can just kind of go with it. I've heard like it's way more close than like Spanish and Italian. So we're gonna go for, I'm trying to think about this reading here. How are I am not okay with them. Yeah, I bet. Are they gonna change? Is it gonna get better? What's down this path with these bosses, global and regional? Okay. Okay, Selima, this is actually pretty good. So you have 2 of Swords reversed, 3 of Coins, Ace of Coins reversed, and Magician reversed. Rose, welcome, welcome in. This feels like, first of all, 3 of Pentacles is a fantastic card to get in a reading about your work or your bosses. It means things will get better, that there will be good communication, good working together. I did have a hard time with one of them. Yes, that is going to come to an end. That is going to come to an end. What you should not do, is try to do it alone. Don't try to quit. Don't resign. No, 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 no. Do not resign. That is what you should not do. You need to wait. You need to wait. You're not ready to resign, and things will get better. Yeah, I feel like Swedish opinion is that Norwegians sound a lot cuter than Swedes. I've heard that one of them sounds like singing. I don't remember which one. I think it's... Somebody said maybe Danish? I don't know. So, keep going. Selma, you have this. It's going to get better. And you should not resign. It's going to work out. You're so welcome. How Portuguese people can understand Spanish people or Italian? Something like that. I do know that even in the US, there's some accents that they put on TV and people like need subtitles even if they're English speakers. And Rhiannon will make, or Lynn will make fun of me for it. Daifuku, hello, welcome. Well, I finally received the closure I need with A. Spanish people think Swedes sound like we're singing. Okay, that must have been what I heard then. When I had to move, I swore to myself I would never speak the dialect of the new region. That was my silent protest. I think that that's really cute. And like cute in like a really good way. There's a lot of people who are ashamed of where they grew up or something like that, their accents. No, subs regardless, yes. Absolutely. Subs regardless is the right choice. Will I finally receive the closure I need? Most of it. NYC, you're going to receive half to most of the closure that you need, and unfortunately you're just going to have to kind of live with the rest of it. You are going to get something given to you that lets you kind of breathe, lets you relax and let this out, but it's not going to completely take it away from you. There is some things that you're going to have to let go of without 100% closure. Just let go, basically. I mean, if you can start now with letting go, that would be healthy, right? But I do think you will be getting something from this. You will be getting like an outside closure, someone talking to you, but it won't close everything. So I'm very... Right? Okay. So not terrible news, but not great news. Hopefully it can still help. Hopefully my money back. Big mood, yeah. Imagine if English had a similar language, but some words are switched out into something else. Ah, yeah, okay. So Lynn is on the right track with like Australian English or New Zealand English, where you're like understanding, and then they say something and you're like, huh? What? Was that English? Okay, thank you, Lynn. The girl. The girl? Maybe. It seems like I lost the teaching opportunity, so if there's any kind of job coming my way. Hi, Light Seeker, welcome in. We're all out of free questions today, but if you need to ask a question, it's only $1 over on Ko-fi, and we're so close to meeting the please let me not have holes in my shoes goal. So is there a new job coming? No, it's okay. I mostly say that as a joke. I'm not trying to like shame people into it. Let's see. 4 of Cups, Hierophant, Fool, Empress. Well, you literally got the card for teacher. So yes, I do think that a new opportunity would be coming. Something perhaps that you haven't done before, a new type of teaching or a new type of position that you've done before, and it will make you feel good. This is a good fit for you, even if you get nervous because you haven't ever done exactly this job before. Next set question should be for careers. Yeah, the job market's bleh. 4 of Cups. Don't let this opportunity going by make you feel like, don't take it personally. Don't make that your problem. Don't tell yourself it's because of you. Most of the time when this stuff happens, it's not personal. It's not because you did something wrong. Don't take that lesson from this. And also, something better for you is coming. It is a teaching position, but it is a type of teaching or a type of position you haven't done before. Don't shoot the wolf is something like Skut ikke ulven, skut inte vargen. But we know wolf means wolf. Yeah, when I was trying to do Norwegian on Duolingo, I think that the only sentence that I could like reliably say was, "The wolf is eating me." It was like Ulven Spikermas or something like that. I do want to learn Norwegian. Dolls party. Something my spirit team wants to tell me. You're so welcome, dolls. You had a good pronunciation there, thank you. Yeah, if you want Lady Lapine lore, I guess that rolls off the tongue. I took 2 years of Russian in college, and then the very last day of Russian 2, I decided that language wasn't meant for me. Dolls, yay, hello. I think I've been hearing a lot that like once you know 2 languages, a 3rd one is like way easier to learn than the 2nd one. So I'm hoping that once I get far enough into Spanish, I can have fun learning another one. Okay, and they're all three of them are upside down, so we're going to flip them up. Lady Lapine Lord. Well, I've got my FAQ video. I'm working on it, I promise. So if you have any more questions, let's see. Rose, hello, hello, welcome in. We are all out of free questions today, but if you want, a question is a $1 donation over on Ko-fi, or we do these Monday, Wednesday, Friday, so you can come back and try and snag a question then. So what is something my spirit team wants to tell me? World. Knave of Cups, 8 of Swords. If you want something, you need to ask for it. There was a poster in my middle school classroom that like pierced my heart, and it said, you have like 100%, or you increase your chances of getting something by 100% if you ask for it, or something like that. If there's something that you want, if it's from something, from someone, from the universe, ask for it. We are a social species for a reason. We help each other. Someone out there in your circle might have what you want and just give it to you. You have to let yourself out of the confines of like, that makes me seem needy, that makes me seem cringy and bad. Like, no, we need to be out here helping each other. I really want to start like a digital library. There's like apps where you can scan all of your books and add them to like a library. So like scan all of the barcodes on your book, and then if someone searches for that book, they can like DM you and be like, hey, can I borrow this from you? Right? I want to share stuff. I want to be able to be like, I have a sewing machine. If you need to use it, come to my house, right? Oh, Lightseeker, you're so welcome here. If you need help with anything, ask for it. We're here for you. We're here for each other. Hit hard. Good. Pinky. When and how will I meet my life partner, and a hint about him, please? Thank you. Of course. Super bad Lightseeker. This has come out a lot today, this Two of Swords. It's a Two of Swords kind of day, I guess. Ooh. How many do we got here? Eight of Cups, Four of Cups, Nine of Wands, Nine of Coins reversed, Emperor. How and when will I meet my life partner, and a hint about him? Yeah, I've also heard that like Japan does that. Well, you'll ask something in Japanese and they'll respond to you in English. And you're like, I want to practice though. What is he like? Well, he got Emperor. They named him Emperor. So this is someone who knows their worth, perhaps. Has a business. I'm interested in these other ones though, because they don't match up. Hi, Story. Hello, hello. Welcome, 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 welcome back. Ah, thank you for the head pat. Thank you, thank you. Doji, hello, thank you. Do I speak Japanese? No, but Lynn does. The practice was the friends we made along the way. Yeah, I like that. It does fit. Oh, right. This is the eternal head pat. Let me just kind of gently set that there. This feels like you move to a new area. Eight of Cups is about leaving home, kind of like moving out of your parents' place or running away. You get homesick. And then we have 9 of Wands and 9 of Coins reversed, Emperor. It's like you move somewhere, you get very homesick, and then you meet someone who is also going through that same kind of homesickness or big change-itis. They understand how you're feeling, and they don't have like a lot of money or resources to help you out, but I get the image of like them inviting you over for food that he made that's like from your home. That's very sweet. It's a very specific environment, a very specific story. Oddly dizzy. I'm sorry, Lynn. Ah, Rose tipped for a question. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Any lighthearted fling dates coming up in the next week? Any hint on who it could be? Bro, we're just doing general readings. Any lighthearted flings or dates? Hello. Coming up? Yes. Just a general yes, but let's get some more information about them. Can we have like 2 more cards for Rose? And 1 more, please. Yeah, I don't think that the queue will run after 30. I haven't figured out how to automate the paid questions yet. That's my next big task with the bot. Helping on you, cute. Temperance reversed, Ace of Wands, Five of Wands reversed. Any hint on who it could be? They don't have the guts. This feels like someone who like has never done a fling or something casual before, and they're very nervous about it. They might get defensive even. There's nothing bad here. In fact, at the bottom of the deck we have 10 of Swords reversed, so this is actually in the end a very good experience, but it does seem like they've never done anything casual before. It's making them super, super nervous. And they might be a little bit snippy. They might snip at some point and like hurt your feelings. But in the end, it's good for both of you. This is a good meeting. So Rose, this is for you, Rose. Rose Coco, this one's for you. Shay, thank you for the head pat. So let me see. I have to kind of catch up with chat really quick because I'm not entirely sure where I'm at. I know we have Shay donated, so Shay should get a question. We had, let's see, hold on. I'm gonna get my, see if I, can manage it from here, maybe. Okay, so we got Rose, and then we Storytime and Shay. So story. What is the outlook with the smiling young man I met in the pub a few days ago? Will there be more chapters, or have we reached the end of the line? Hi, honey bunny. Oh, did we have another one? Oh, we did. That's good, because that's an echo. Moon, King of Swords reversed, Knight of Cups. This, yeah, feels like the end. I thought I just did Rose. Yeah, I just answered Rose. So now we're on story time. Which this does feel like an end and to move on. And then, Shay, did you post your question in chat? Or are you waiting to do that? Could his name be Damien by any chance? I love the name Damien. Yeah, I need to figure out how to automate paid readings. I haven't done that yet. I'm not entirely sure how, but we'll figure it out. could be. There's nothing stopping it from being Damien. Okay. So that means, there we go. My question's for thy Harpy spirit guide. Like old times, yeah. Can she clarify what she suggests I do for a new career? Spirit guide shouldn't advocate harming people. Yeah. Yes. Let me... I was doom scrolling on Facebook. No, I don't think you have, Lisa. No, you're okay. We got one more. Knave of Cups, Ace of Wands, Queen of Wands, Hermit. Okay. I am just getting a vibe of like fiction. I can't say that that really is expressed here at all, other than maybe in the Hermit, but that's the vibe I'm getting. What are we doing? Knave of Cups is, I think, kind of what you're already at. Something brand new, something that you blossom from 0 to 60, right? Literally 1 to Queen. This is new to you. Want to be paid to be a hermit? Yes. These two feel like what you currently do. Can you explain? Can I get some confirmation cards? What is the wands? You're pointing us in the direction of wands, of queen, of sunflowers. World reversed. Yeah, we're moving from one into the other. Okay, but like what is wands? What do you mean by wands? Justice reverse, which I think is what it said last time. 9 of Swords. That's literally... Blood type, she isn't being very forthright here. We are getting strong, like, what would make you do what would make you bloom? Okay, what would make you bloom? What would make you have all the swords fall out? What would make you feel less anxiety? What would be healing for you? What would heal you? What would undo the damage that your current position has done to you? What would balance the scales? What would heal you. That's literally what we're asking, though. Ah, bye, Willie. Thank you, thank you. And thank you for the tip. Can I not have, like, one more hint of what this is, though? I'm confused why you're hiding it. You're a It keeps spitting out cards that feel like your old self, and it's asking you what would do that, what would balance the scales, what would undo the harm that has been done to you. Yeah, making me struggle, making me work for it for sure. I can ask my other guides later. Yeah, I'm wondering why she didn't come through with that same, like, pointed violence. Is perhaps because you called her out on it. So I think we're finally back to our normal queue, and it's Honey Bunny's turn. What is my future spouse like? Chariot. Come on now. Can I get 2 more for Honey Bunny, please? What is their future spouse like? Now the cards want to talk. Do they though? See, 2 of these are echoes. Yeah, the queue is absolutely a bit long. What is my future spouse like? Someone who isn't afraid. A lot of us are held back by fear. This is someone who, if they want something, they go get it. And like, to the point of, and I think I said this to somebody last time, but this feels a little bit different. This is like they were denied things in childhood, maybe, like actively denied them, not just like couldn't get them. And so as an adult, they just go and get what they want. They have that tenacity, they have that drive, to the point of upending their entire life if they want to. And it might cause a lot of hiccups in your life, right? Like if you have a career, this is the kind of person who would be like, I want to move to Hawaii, right? I want to move to Japan. We're gonna do it. And you might be like, I have a job, I have a career, I have a place where I need to be. And they're like, yeah, well, but I want to do this. And it's like an adventure, but it's scary. It feels like having... I heard fairy tale, but in the sense of like The Lord of the Rings is a fairy tale. You're on an adventure. They make life an adventure. So my life will be a hell. No, your life will be an adventure. Like, a lot of us are held back by fear. This is someone who is not held back by fear. Who is this anonymous somebody? Yes, please. I know that for some reason $3 isn't like triggering, so I'm going to... Somebody did it twice, so we're gonna go through it twice. There's one, and then there's another one. Oh, okay. There we go. This is the type of person, Honey Bunny, who isn't afraid to say, like, she said no pickles, right? She said she wanted French fries. A lot of us are afraid of sticking up for ourselves and of like following our heart. And this person not only will follow theirs, but will also like push you into following your own. No, we wanted Miss May. That's what I was after. Okay. But he won't be caring about my career. That was more of an example, right? They're not someone who's a dictator. They're not going to say, no, I don't care about you. It's just like, they don't think small. They think very big. They will listen to you. Will he be loving? At least love. Yeah, I didn't see anything wrong with them. If the cards are calling him your future spouse, then yes. Because I refuse for you to have someone who doesn't love you. Thank you, Lockster. So if you're like, no, absolutely, I do not want to move to Japan, you cannot make me, he will listen, right? But if you say, oh, that would be really awesome, but I'm scared of doing it because I don't want to lose my career, then he might be like, well, honey, follow your dreams. Which one is a bigger dream for you? Is it moving or is it your career? And like, he would listen to the answer. He wants what your heart wants. He wants what his heart wants too. He's very headstrong. You're so welcome. Yeah, I saw the formal complaint and I stepped in. Yeah, of course, New Beans. It's okay. No. It's all right, Stephanie. Don't worry about it. You'll have to show off the new shoes or the old ones with holes. I mean, I can. That doesn't seem very interesting to show off. So Ooze asked, Can I get a general reading? Just whatever comes out. Okay, that's whatever came out. Ooze, we've got 9 of Pentacles reversed, Ace of Swords, and the Devil. Choose pick. Sure thing, sure thing, sure thing. We'll figure it out. Maybe I'll put it in the Discord. Yes, yeah, I got your first one. Yes, you absolutely may ask a second question. So, ooze. I get an image about you like writing a story that's very, very healing to you. Write about what you want to read. What would make you feel happy? What would make you feel healed? Like if someone... If you read a story, like imagine reading a story and feeling seen, feeling heard, feeling like your life experience isn't alone. And then write that story that you need because someone else needs it too. But right now it's just for you. Right now it's just for you, Ooze. It'll help you get through something. Yeah, every $3 donation switches the model and I don't know why it's like stopped working. But I'll figure it out. Do I have any advice on learning tarot? It's practice, practice, practice. You don't need to be like reading a whole bunch of books to book learn tarot. You need to be practicing it like an old-timey scientist almost. Do a card a day and find out what that card means, right? To you. What did the day look like? Why did the cards give you that card? Write it all down. Have a little journal. But practicing is the best way to learn tarot. I really recommend just drawing one card a day, seeing how your day goes and how the card relates to it. So green, can I please get a reading on what I don't see coming? Good stuff, perchance. Rest. You're welcome. What's good coming for green? Queen of Pentacles. Only good things for green. Rest, luck, luxury, money, confidence. Having other people be confident in you. Energy after you rest. Optimism. This is basically anything good you can think of with these two cards. And then Four of Swords would be rest. Do you have any favorite spreads, or do you just like pulling cards? I prefer just pulling cards, but there is one spread that I always use. Let me pull it up real quick. It's from my Oracle's guidebook. I'll show it off real quick. It's... oh, you can't see that at all. It's called the Interview Your Deck spread. It's a 7-card spread I do at the beginning of my relationship with any deck. So I get to learn what they're good at, what they want to do, what they want to teach me, what they want to call themselves. And you can probably look that up. It's Seasons of the Witch Oracle. It's in all of the guidebooks for that series. We're right here. That's so cute, Stephanie. Hi, Picture Perfect Turnip. Hello, hello. Sen asked, what can I expect if I finally push myself to make these calls I've been fearing and putting off, and how can I approach them with less anxiety? Big mood, Sen. So here we have literally Emperor Sen reversed, not feeling too good, not wanting to do the work. And then we have 6 of coins, 4 of coins, 3 of coins. The cards are definitely telling you to not picture these calls as work. Instead, you need to picture them as helping someone else. You know how it's so much easier to do things if you're helping someone else than if you're helping yourself? Pretend you're making these calls for someone else. Once you do the first one, you'll realize it's way easier than you thought it would be, and the rest of them will just kind of like happen easily, especially if you do them one after another. But you literally got 4 of Pentacles and 3 of Pentacles, so it will be easy to do these calls once you get into them, right? It's like getting into a shower. You're like, I don't want to, and then you're in the shower and you're like, this is great. Lisa, what do my spirit guides and angels want me to know? How will I see, hear, and feel it? True. But I don't wanna. I know. If you need to ask for help from somebody, also remember it's easier to do something for someone else than for yourself. So if there's someone who can make these calls for you, try to remember it's not as big as a burden as you think it is to them. And it's okay to ask for help. But no matter what you do, the calls will be easy once you're in them. What do my spirit guides and angels want me to know? The line is fuzzy, Lisa. It feels like once every 100 readings or so. Like, it's not very common. There's this fuzz, like static, like radio static, where I can't really hear the other side. There are some people who love making calls. There are. Now I'm a bit more motivated to be humiliating. No, Sen, no. So Lisa, your guides, your angels, they might be busy doing something else for you somewhere very far away. Can I hear anything else? Must be blocking something I'm not ready to hear. Maybe? Seven of Swords, Three of Wands, Knight of Pentacles. That Seven of Swords makes me think, Lisa, that you're right. That there's something you're not ready to hear. It is just over the horizon. You're getting close, but you're not there yet. The earth moves slowly. That's what I heard. The earth moves slowly. So even though it's just over the horizon, you might not be ready for a while. But they are blocking something you're not ready to hear. So you have some kind of big change coming. And just because you're not ready to hear it doesn't mean something's wrong. It literally just means you're at a point where this advice would do more harm than good, and so they're not going to give it to you. It's as easy as that. Different seasons of our lives, we need different advice. What does the queue look like right now? Let's see what we got here. We only have 6 people. You are number 4. I think you're gonna be fine. Lucy Lou. I hope it's good, like a man, money, or early retirement with abundance and security. I hope so too, Lisa, because you absolutely deserve that. 1,000,000%. Okay, that's an echo. That's all just echo. Tomorrow I have an interview to see if I can work in a project. Do you think I'm landing this side job? Okay. You're welcome, Lisa. I'm sorry it wasn't very much. But they will eventually get there. No, right now it's Lucy Lou. Go, 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 go. Get out. Go to the bathroom. So, Queen of Swords reversed. 8 of Wands, 6 of Swords, Moon reversed. Knave of Pentacles reversed. Lucy Lou, this feels like this one you might not get. Having Knave of Pentacles reversed. And Moon reversed. Well, you're getting something very, very soon. Okay, Lucy Lou, you're getting something very soon, but I feel like it's a different one. Or maybe with the Moon here, you do get this project, but it turns into a very different project than it was at the beginning. But something is coming for you soon. And then I'm going to switch up and put New Beans at the front so we have time for Misa to come back afterwards. So New Beans. Am I right for thinking my dream relationship is with SJ? Is this the path to go down? Is this the Rickrolled thing? Yeah! Unironically, I like that song. Like, it gets old since everybody used it for so much, but it was popular when it came out for a reason. Sam, thank you, thank you. Hello and happy weekend for you too. Even here, we're not safe. It's true. Nope, that's an echo. What are we seeing with this relationship? With SJ. It's not King of Cups behavior? Is that what we're seeing? Literally at the bottom of the deck, we have Two of Cups reversed. You're back! Good. Okay. So Rize is up next. So not this one. Couldn't call a shut off my computer. Stephanie, thank you for the head pat. New Beans, this is not King of Cups behavior. Having all of these reversed. King of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, Two of Cups, which is about relationships. This doesn't look good to me. This in fact looks quite bad. And then we have Ten of Swords, upright, which is also quite bad. The guides, the cards, they don't like this relationship. They're also not your mom. So if you think they're wrong, that's okay, but they do not like that relationship at all. King of Cups is how we want partners to act, how we want to be treated with respect, how we wanted to be treated with love and dignity. Having that upside down is a huge red flag, as well as Two of Cups, which is literally a card of relationships reversed. No. Translate. Thank you. Okay. So here we go. I want to make my wife pregnant through home insemination. Will we succeed with that method? Oh, that's a new way to drop. Knight of Cups, Hangman reversed. And I get one more to finish out this story. Okay. Knight of Cups, Hangman reversed. Seven of Swords, Knave of Wands. Steph, thank you, thank you, thank you. So first of all, these two fell out together and it felt like a yes, and it will go much faster than you think. Like, you're like, oh, this is gonna take quite a few tries. It's not gonna be like, you can't just do it once and expect it to work. You have to do it multiple times and wait for it to work. It's like, nah, like it works the first time. And you're like, oh, well, maybe I wasn't ready for that right away, right? Not even that you weren't ready, but like you weren't expecting it. Like you weren't expecting to expect so quickly. You didn't think it would work so fast. After that, we had Seven of Swords and Knave of Wands come out. This one feels like healthy, like a healthy kid. Seven of Swords has me confused. Seven of Swords is about like sneaking behind, sneaking around, stealing. Can you explain Seven of Swords? Are you like doing this behind your doctor's back? Like that doesn't seem... Having a... I do not expect that. No, yeah, no. I don't want you to be sneaking around. What does this mean? Queen of Cups reversed. Four of Cups. Let me look at Ko-fi real quick so we can figure out pictures bit. No, nothing from picture yet. She thinks healthcare won't assist us. What is this? This feels like... And this is kind of worst case scenario, right? I could very well be overthinking this, but the vibe is like something wasn't communicated to you all of the way. Like it works very fast and you're very happy about that, and we do have a healthy kid at the end. But somewhere in the middle, it's like you get like the sperm bank mislabeled something, or like you thought something was one way and it's not the other way. Didn't realize the free questions were all used up. It's not pinned anywhere. Well, up here we have free questions, 30 out of 30. They're all used up. I try and let people know I'm sorry. But after we hit 30, they are a $1 donation. It's like something happens that you were told one thing and the other thing happens. We don't have sperm banks that way. It's something weird. Like you thought the doctors wouldn't help, and then they tell you, yes, we would have, but you can't have it now because of reasons. It's something like information that you were given is bad. Somewhere in the middle of this process. Yeah, I have no idea what any of the process is like anywhere in the world because I can't stand the idea of being pregnant, so I don't think about it. But something is like not told to you correctly. Newbeans! Hello. We did your reading, so if you scrub back a little bit, if it doesn't work on Twitch, it is over on YouTube. Your reading was 1 or 2 back. Your name will be on the desk. Yeah, sorry. And then it's Meeson's turn. I thought I would have made it in 15 minutes. It's okay. What will happen for my work testing situation to be over and done with as soon as possible? Thank you, New Beans. Of course, you're so welcome. Yeah, thank you, Picture Perfect. We'll figure something out. I have the bot sending like little reminders out in chat that they do get buried. Yeah, this is a really good deck. This was my very, very first deck. No problem, Picture Perfect. Thank you for being here. Thank you for understanding. Knight of Swords, Fool reversed, 8 of Wands reversed. What will happen for my work testing situation to be over and done with as soon as possible? Oh, thank you, Turnip. Can I get a card? Can I get an explanation? Clarification, please. Thank you. Ace of Cups. Okay, but then what is the Knight of Swords about? Okay, I see what we got here. Okay, so Misen Rin. They're not giving you advice for like the actual question you asked, but they are letting you know you're not going to find the answer until you give it a little more time to let yourself be upset. Let yourself be sad, let yourself grieve, let yourself be angry. There's a certain amount of like emotion that you need to let out somehow before your mind is clear enough to really realistically figure out how to get out of this as quickly as possible. You will get that plan. These are all cards about journeys and planning and getting places. But you do have to let out that emotion first so you're not as clouded. That is a harder task to do than to say, right? And it might even take you a while. There's a lot of sadness here, understandably. But if you treat this as step one in the 5-step grand plan, it might be easier to tackle. Because they do say there is a step-by-step plan here. And you just need to follow step one first, unfortunately, which is just like letting yourself be angry and grieve and get that emotion out and clear your head a bit. And then you'll be ready to be a cat on an owl and wreck stuff. Stephanie, thank you? I would be surprised to see an unsightly deck. I know there's one I don't like. But it's not mine, so that's okay. Pearl Blue. Any advice for what I need to know this month? Am I on or off track? I feel like I've lost my path. I don't really feel that sort of pull to the things I used to strive for. That might also be star stuff. I know I've been feeling that way this week. In my collection, yeah. I mean, I've got like one that doesn't look good. Yeah. No, not really. Can we... Oh, there we go. King of Wands. The Devil. 7 of Wands. Reversed. You are your own worst enemy. You are in your own path. You have the power. Something is keeping you from it. A very normal human experience to have. No, I understand. I understand you're not asking me. You're asking the universe. You have been angry and sad enough? You have. 1,000,000% you have. I'm just saying this recent meeting went terribly. Let yourself breathe for a minute, and then you will get that clear answer. Because you got a lot of clear answer cards, just not like what to do. Like they were very action, 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 but no like what action? What action though? So how are we gonna get out of our own way for Pearl Blue? Can I get one more card for this one? No, that's because I was thinking of something else. Hold on. That was Shay's guide. Should I ask the same question again another time? Yes. Yes. After you, like... Is there like a thrift store around you where you can buy like a plate for $1? If you do that and then like smash it, like throw it on the ground and smash it, and then ask the question again. Queen of Pentacles reversed. Okay, Pearl Blue, I've got a weird suggestion for you. I want you to get a notebook, a journal, your phone note app, something like that. And I want you to think of yourself as multiple different people. They're all you, but they're also different, right? So one of them maybe is a little gremlin. One of them is strong and understanding and like in control. One of them is like a little, like a queen who had everything and now has nothing and doesn't know what to do about that, right? Just like weird. What are you called to give yourself roles for? What will smashing a plate do? Let your anger out. Have you not heard of like destruction rooms? Forbidden? No. Ask questions, Sen. And let these poor plate. Yeah, I'm not really a smashing person either, but I know that for a lot of people it does help. Oh, sorry. Yeah, there's like I think it's really big in California actually. There's these rooms you can rent out and they like fill it with plates or a car that's going to the junkyard, or like just stuff, just junk, right? That's going to the garbage, but they fill this room with it and they give you like safety goggles and gloves and a bat, and they just let you go at it. And it helps a lot of people get their anger out. But Blue Pearl, get that notebook, see what kind of people you are on the inside and make them talk to each other, because there's some kind of argument in there that needs settled. And you have to like let them, like journaling like different archetypes of myself. Yes. Let them tell you about themselves. So maybe like do one journal entry for each of them, just like letting them tell you who they are. And then have them talk to each other, because there's some kind of argument that they're having with each other inside of you. All of them want to help you, all of them want your best interests, but that doesn't mean they all agree on everything. You're so welcome, Rin. I don't know, there's definitely been times that I've been extremely mad and like wish I could break something, and then I'm like, I should really go to the shop and just like have a plate in my cupboard that's like for when I'm mad. Right? I hope it's not that big, Rin. I really hope it's not that big. I don't know what it is though. So Jick, I wonder if there's any advice on how to deal with the mindset that automatically jumps to, how do I monetize this whenever I have a new hobby? It's a habit I've gotten since I invest more expectations into an art career. Yeah. Ooh, yeah. What's fig tree journaling? I don't think I've heard of that. We have advice on how to beat back that little critic that says, how do I monetize this? The Sun. Six of Cups. Judgment. Advice on how to deal with the mindset that automatically jumps to, how do I monetize this? There's something, I want to say it's a spirit that of someone you knew when you were a child. So like a grandparent who passed when you were very young or something like that. I suppose it could also be like an elemental, like spirited away. I don't know why. Don't know why that's not something I usually say it could be, but. And kind of like asking yourself, because asking yourself, am I having fun if I monetize this? Doesn't really work because you don't, as yourself, you don't really care about your own feelings. You know, if you know, you know. But if you ask yourself, like, would little me, would like child me be having fun if I monetized this? Would they be having real, actual fun if I monetized this? Would this person, this spirit, this other, would they be proud of me if I monetized this? Would they, or would they say I need time to myself, right? Is this for me or is this for monetizing? I'll try it out. Not sure what's going to come out in the end. Hopefully I can figure out what to do after. You're welcome. It's a weird thing to ask somebody to do, but it's something that's helped me. What did it cost to get a personal reading and how do you go about it? Yeah. So I have the link here. And it is I don't even know, $20 for a spirit reading and $35 for a non-spirit reading. And I know that that's kind of a lot for a lot of people, but do not do it if it will strain you. I will tell you that now. It will not make me happy if you do it and it makes you strained, okay? Bye, Lisa. Bye-bye. And now I'm gonna check Q. Because I think we're... Oh my gosh, we're done. Chat. We're at the end of Q. So we have like 15 minutes to talk about whatever we want to. I had a really fun time yesterday. Yeah, yesterday at Art Stream. We had a lot of fun talking about robots and learning Spanish. It kind of just went everywhere. We did it! We did it, Reddit! We did it! Ah, Stephanie has their question. Yes, yes, yes. Please ask. What should I make for supper? You really just need to get like a list pre-set up or like a roulette wheel that you could spin. Something that really helped me, I'll tell you this right now. Something that really helped me is I could not stand it when Lynn would ask me, "What do you want for dinner?" I hated that because I'm like, I don't know what we have. I don't cook here, right? I don't know what's in the kitchen. I don't know what's in the fridge. What can we make? And so something that helped me, thing that Lynn likes to make and like knows how to make. That doesn't mean that they can't use a recipe for something new, but just a list of things we usually make. And then a separate list of just what can we make with what is in the kitchen. And that way, when they ask me, what do you want for dinner? I'm not like, sweet and sour chicken. And they're like, we don't have chicken. Like, Right? Muerte, hi, welcome in. It's nice to have you. Come in, get comfy, cozy. We were just wrapping up stream, trying to figure out what Stephanie should make for dinner. I'm trying to get the cards to answer, but they're being quite quiet. There we go. Creamy potato stew sounds so good right now. I miss clam chowder. We haven't been able to find clammed chowder. We haven't been able to find canned clams. Canned clams here. So we haven't made clammed chowder yet. Clammed chowder? I can't speak. Wow. Can I get one more for Stephanie, please? Can I get one more card about Stephanie's dinner time? Thank you. Okay. First thing I noticed is that this card here, the 4 of coins, has a little milk jug. Whatever you make tonight, it should be very milky. Perhaps fish or chicken. We also have a fish here and a dove, which I'm gonna say is a chicken. This one also has milk and fish, like a creamy whitefish bake, or a creamy lemon chicken bake. We have some cat grass here, which could very much be like lemongrass. Creamy lemongrass chicken. I still think creamy potato stew is an extremely solid option. Whatever it is you make, it has to be very milky. Wife's usually the one that cooks, and I feel like since she does all the work, I should be picky. Why should I be picky? Yes, exactly. Hi Adnan, welcome. Yeah, my wife always asks me. Like I said, it really helps to have that list of what can be made, right? And that way I don't feel like I'm being demanding. And also, they don't have to pick because Lynn hates picking dinner. Okay, so we are pulling up at end of stream. We have lots of people still hanging out here, so I think we should raid somebody. I know that almost all of you are on YouTube, but we are still gonna try and raid somebody. Sona, who we've raided before, is on right now. Or we have Weaver of Thine Own Fate. What a fun name. Let's look at their stream. What are we feeling here? Ooh. I like her makeup. It's really cute. Okay, I'm gonna give you guys... Looks like they're talking about dreams right now. That's really cool. And doing tarot as well. I'm gonna give you guys a link to Weaver. Do you think it's a sapphic thing? Probably. Probably. I hope Lynn's feeling better. I will check on them real soon here. So here's a link to Weaver over on Twitch. I'm not gonna like announce a raid or anything, but if any of you guys want to continue playing with tarot, continue supporting somebody. Her makeup is so cute. Her hair is so cute. And they're talking about dreams. Absolutely hate to try and feed just myself. How about this? If you're a big potato fan but you hate peeling them, can I counter with, what about some gnocchi? Yeah, what if you just like bought a big thing of gnocchi, only my favorite thing. So I'm going to wrap it up here unless anybody has any last questions. If you haven't asked one yet, it is $1 over on Ko-fi. If you have and you want to ask a second, it's $5. Oh my god, yes. Yeah, gnocchi lovers unite. And I'm really excited to do art stream tomorrow. We're going to be finishing up our wonderful carousel animation that we've been working on. I'm very excited to see this one move. I wanted it to move for years now, and now I finally have time to sit down and animate it because of stream, which I'm so thankful for. It's just so nice to like have a place where I'm like forced to do my art. I don't know, I love art stream. I know I get quiet sometimes, but it makes me really happy. If you're not subscribed to the art YouTube channel, you should be. It's same channel, except there's art at the end of it. Yes, we will see you soon. Have a great day. I'm gonna give all of the love to Lynn from everybody. And I will see you tomorrow on the art channel, okay? So, good night. I love you all. Thank you. And bye-bye. I was like, huh, that's weird. Why is there a head pat going? Thank you very much for the donation.